What's going on, everybody? It's Salvaje. So chances are that you might want to run a really strong base constructor in the commander slot. So that's why in this video, I'm going to be bringing you guys what are some of the best base constructors for you to run in your commander slot. My supporter creator code is Salvaje. As you guys know, these videos take a lot of time to make, so a like on the video is appreciated. And something that I've noticed is that I've been getting a lot of new viewers that haven't really been hitting that subscribe button. So make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, because as you can see on the channel, we only offer high quality save the world content over here, okay? And you definitely don't want to miss out. But enough about that, let's get straight into the video. I just want to point out that these constructors aren't in any specific order, because these 5 base constructors, I consider them really good at the job that they're supposed to do. And yeah, I just think there's other really good base constructors out there, but these are the 5 base constructors that really get my attention and that I find myself using very frequently. Number 1 is Megabase Kyle. This is a mythic constructor. I find myself using Megabase Kyle very frequently just because of his massive base coverage, and you guys should be seeing a picture on screen of how massive his base coverage is. I just want to point out also, I definitely think that he's worth recruiting from the collection book, because you're going to get a lot of value over him, and every single one of my constructor loadouts that focuses on the base, or that somehow focuses on the base a little bit, always has Megabase Kyle. This is simply just a must-have constructor. Another reason why his base is really good is because it offers a lot of support due to, of course, the fact that it has really big coverage, but most importantly, his base is also very versatile, right? It offers a lot of versatility. So, for example, if you want your trap tunnel, your really big trap tunnel, to get covered by your base, and of course get the bonuses of the support hero slots, like for example the bonus of the Ice King, or Machinist Harper, or Thunder Thora. Since your base coverage is going to be huge, that means you're going to be covering more tiles within your trap tunnels, and also possibly the objective as well. If you just want to use Megabase Kyle to protect a specific objective, guess what? You can also do that. And you might even be able to cover an objective and also a trap tunnel due to, again, how massive his base coverage is. Another reason why Megabase Kyle is really good is because he also has the Bull Rush ability. And the Bull Rush ability has a lot of uses that you can find out about on my 25 constructor tips video. The next hero on the list is going to be Base Kyle. So this is just a really good defensive base constructor. Base Kyle basically focuses on giving more health to the tiles that are covered by the base range. And this is really good if you either want your trap tunnels to have more health, or of course what I believe Base Kyle is really good at, just offering a lot of protection for your objective, right? So let's say that you're in a high level mission. Base Kyle is just going to give you sort of the freedom that you don't have to be on the lookout for your objective over and over again. And the reason for that is, of course, it's because you're just going to have more health in the objective, and the objective is just going to be able to take more damage, which means that if a high priority target shows up, you're also going to be able to focus on that high priority target and not concentrate that the objective is probably going to be attacked or overwhelmed. Base Kyle is also a really good base constructor to run on a solo mission as well, and he's also a pretty decent constructor to have on the support hero slots as well. Last but not least, even though it's already obvious, this is just a really good defensive constructor that you can run in your commander slot, and you can be 100% sure that you're going to be adding a lot of value to the team in those defensive game modes due to, of course, the utility that your base is bringing to the table when it comes down to protecting that objective. So if you don't have any of the other constructors on this list, but you have Base Kyle, don't worry, you're Gucci. The next constructor on the list is Ice King. So bottom line, this is one of the constructors that I believe is amazing and top tier, not just in the commander slot, but also in the support slot. And this is also what I like to call a guardian base constructor. He focuses really well on defending an objective and locking it down, but he also focuses very well on trap tunnels, believe it or not. Let's start with the objective first. So the Ice King has the ability to slow down husks that are walking within base coverage. But most importantly, he also has the ability to freeze husks if they hit a structure that has your base coverage. And if you don't know what base coverage is, you need to check out my base explain video found in the quick tips playlist in the comment sections below. But anyways, the Ice King is just really good to guard a specific objective due to his freezing capabilities. But most importantly, he's also really good when it comes down to trap tunnels, because if you place down a base on top of a trap tunnel, or you have base coverage in a trap tunnel, the Husk are going to get snared, and if you don't know what snare is, that means that they're going to get slowed down. They're going to get slowed down by 15% to be exact. So basically this means that you can put other traps on the floors that aren't wooden floor spikes, for example. You can put retractable floor spikes because you already have the 15% snare that the base of the Ice King is providing. This therefore gives you more value to your trap tunnels because you're going to be able to do more damage. Or of course, you can also add wooden floor spikes to slow down the Husk even more. And that's why the Ice King is just on this list, guys. Not only does he have a lot of value when it comes down to trap tunneling, he also has a lot of value when it comes down to the objective protection as well. And like I said, as a support hero, he's not able to grant you the freezing ability, but he is able to grant you the 15% snare, and that is something that is really helpful. Overall, he also has the decoy and bull rush ability, and the decoy ability is really good, as well as the bull rush ability. And again, you can go to my 25 constructor tips video so that you can find out more about how to utilize and maximize those abilities. So the next constructor on the list is Megabase Kyle. This guy is a monster. Every 30 eliminations within a 5-tile range, the base is going to cause an explosion that deals 89 base damage. Basically what this means is that the Husks are going to be dying in trap tunnels very often. I just want to point out though, Megabase Kyle isn't really a defensive type constructor. You can put his base on top of the objective, but what I recommend is that you always put his base near trap tunnels. And the reason for that is like that, you can maximize the explosion of his base. Megabase Kyle is also really good on the support slot, but I think he's more powerful in the commander slot because, of course, his base explosion, instead of being 5 tiles long when he's in a support slot, it's only 3 tiles long, and it only does 39 base damage, I believe, after 30 eliminations. So the point is, if you have Megabase Kyle, you want a really good base constructor on your commander slot, Megabase Kyle is definitely a good choice. He also has the decoy ability and the bull rush ability. Again, check out my 25 constructor tips video. You're going to be learning a lot of tips in that video, and that video is also going to be teaching you why those two abilities are really good. Another reason why Megabase Kyle is a really good base constructor is because he offers great support, obviously due to the knockback that his base explosion also has. But most importantly, guys, he also just brings in that little bit of extra damage. And at the higher levels of play, at those high level activities like Frost Night, for example, or Challenge the Horde, or any of the other activities that we might get in the future of Fortnite Save the World, this constructor is always going to be that good just because of that supportive feel the base ability, right? Alright, so last but not least, we have the last really good base constructor to have in the support slot, and that's going to be Power Base Nox. I just want to point out, Power Base Nox, not the greatest constructor in the world, but I still wanted to put him on this list. He focuses on healing your base. He heals your base for 11% of max health every 10 seconds. What does this mean? This means that you have constant healing in your base every 10 seconds, which means that if the Husk attack it from time to time, that's going to be okay. Which means that you can also sort of, move around more freely around the map and help your teammates on specific spawns, because maybe you have a base on a specific atlas and it means that that base is just going to have a little bit of more protection, okay? Another thing that Power Base Nox brings into the table with his healing is the fact that if lobbers or flingers are just sort of damaging your base, you're not gonna really have to worry about it, right? And the reason for that is because, again, we're going to be healing our base or the objective that we're protecting sort of every 10 seconds, and that's like really good. Power Base Nox, guys, he's just a really good defensive base constructor. He's not really used as much nowadays because we have other better choices, but if you don't have any of the other constructors on this list, Power Base Nox is a really great constructor. Specifically, if you also increase the healing of your base via wooden floor spikes or wall spikes, etc., etc. So that's pretty much it, my friends. Those are the best base constructors in Fortnite Save the World. And like I said, if you're not subscribed to the Salvaje Cartel, you're just simply missing out on some of the best Save the World content out there. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button, make sure that you like the video, and of course be on the lookout for my other Save the World projects. See you guys in the next one. Peace.